right, Stephanie Finotti is the current crown holder for Miss Ohio. A 22-year-old Columbus native is much more than just a pageant queen. She's a graduate of the University of Cincinnati with a degree in biomedical science and public health, among other amazing talents. And so we want to give her a huge warm welcome to the Fox 8 News Morning Show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love that she lives in Cincinnati, but from Columbus, and now she's come up to Cleveland.
Yes, of course.
So she's like on the last hurrah tour before she gives up her crown this month. So what are you going to do in Cleveland? That's what we all want to know.
I'm really excited. I've been to Cleveland a couple times for appearances, but today I get to just enjoy the city, look around. I've been told that I have to go visit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We did mention that.
I'm very excited to do that today.
We can give you a list of places to eat too, because you'll just eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks throughout downtown Cleveland.
Yes.
So let's talk about this. So you're amazingly smart too. You're also a ballerina, which I read. How did you do all of this during your reign?
Yeah, I mean, during my reign, I was a full-time college student. I was working as a scientist, and I was dancing at the University of Cincinnati Conservatory of Music Prep Program.
Whoa.
So I was doing a lot, but my message this year that I wanted to share to young women is you don't have to confine yourself to one thing. And my passion is pursuing a career in medicine, but my passion is also dancing. And in pursuing a career in medicine, I didn't want to have to give up dancing or give up medicine to continue dancing. I wanted to be able to do both. So by wearing the crown and sash, I'm able to show young women that you can wear a crown and sash, wear a lab coat, and wear ballet shoes at the same time.
And that's a good point, because I have a daughter who's almost 12, and she loves ballet, wants to be a ballerina, wants to get into pointe next year, and then loves other sports and other things. And it can be done, right? I mean, you can, women can do it all, as we always like to say. You also have a passion for marginalized youth. Talk about that, and then the STEM girl, which is pretty cool.
So I grew up in a very low-income community and in a low-income household. Both my parents are actually immigrants from Brazil, so I'm a first-generation American, first-generation college student. So I myself am a marginalized woman, and going into the STEM field was really hard for me because I didn't have the resources that I needed in high school to pursue that career. And most people from my community were just expected to go straight into the workforce and not pursue a college degree. So for me, I had to really create a toolbox for myself, outreach for mentors and internships. And I was able to do that because of really great people that I had guiding me throughout the way. So now, as a scientist with, a bachelor's degree, I want to give that back to young women who also might be in the same situation that I was in, and showing them that their circumstance doesn't define their future success.
It's so true.
And they can pave their own way.
And so how's your family reacted to all of this? Now that we all know your family's history.
Yeah, so my mom was a nurse in Brazil, actually, so I definitely developed my passion for medicine from her. And through childbirth, so I have a younger brother, he's 11 years younger than me, so my mom actually suffered a very traumatic birth with both me and my little brother. So for me to pursue a career in medicine is really kind of giving back to her, and specifically pursuing a career in fetal and maternal medicine to kind of create a more equitable environment for women with marginalized backgrounds.
That's amazing. So let's talk about how Miss America went. Fourth place?
Fifth place, fifth runner-up.
Whatever, she should have won. Everybody got that wrong, but whatever. But let's talk about the Miss America pageant. So that was huge. That was December, and then you graduated in January?
So I graduated in December and then went to Miss America in January.
Oh, my Lord, girlfriend. You are unbelievable.
Yes, this has been a busy year.
Was it fun? I mean, everybody's like, I want to get to the top, I want to get to the top, but how was it?
Honestly, when you get to Miss America, because if you don't know, you can only compete at Miss America once.
Right.
So you can compete for the state title as long until you win, but then you can only compete at Miss America once. So when all the girls arrived, you'd think it'd be cutthroat, everyone wants the crown, but what it really was a lot of bonding and sisterhood, because we were all just so grateful to be there, and we knew that at the end of the day, all of us was worthy of the Miss America crown. So whoever did win, at the end of the day, we would support her, we'd be proud of her, but we were just there having a great time.
I looked at your Instagram. I noticed a lot of sisterhood, which is really cool.
It was a wonderful week.
Explain to our viewers, what do you think the biggest misconception is about beauty pageants?
Just exactly that, is
Yeah.
that, you know, girls come in just for the crown and that it's cutthroat and you would do anything to get the crown.
Right.
But in reality, there's a lot of sisterhood, a lot of bonding that happens behind the scenes. But more than that, we're not just there for a crown and a title. We're
Yeah.
there for a platform to share our voice, to make a difference in our communities. And I think that's the biggest misconception.
You said, I think it was on your Instagram, your character is not defined by your wins, it's defined by how you react to failure and rise after you fall. And as we wrap this up, what's the advice you would give to shifting into that mindset
I
for,
just
for
think-
young kids who are
Exactly.
watching, even adults, the rest of us?
My entire year, you know, I always wanted to strive for perfection, to be the perfect Miss Ohio. And I got advice from someone that said, if you strive for perfection, you'll always fail. So strive for excellence, because in excellence, there is always room for growth.
Yes.
So that's my advice, is to always strive to be better and work and learn more. You'll never achieve perfection, but perfection is overrated. And authenticity makes more of an impact at the end
Preach,
of the day.
girl. Perfection is overrated. That's what we say. That's our MO on the show, because we're not perfect. Y'all all know that at home. It was so nice to meet
It
you.
was so nice to meet you.
Good luck.
too.
She's
Thank
going to give
you.
up her crown here in the next couple of weeks or so, and so I know that there are bigger things for you in the future. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for
Enjoy
having me.
Cleveland.
I'm so excited.
I want to see the Rock Hall on our Instagram or
Of
something.
course.
Okay.